Let's talk about compromise. That deceptively sweet word that's ruined more relationships than bad communication and mismatched libidos combined. Because too much compromise and you start ghosting yourself. Too little and you start dating your own ego. So, how do you know when compromise is deep love or a slow death disguised as devotion? Let's dive in because your soul and your sex life depend on it. Hi, beautiful souls. I'm Guru Amorah, your sensual guide through the Enlightened Lover Series, where we explore the art of loving consciously without losing your wildness. Today's topic is compromise, the difference between I love you enough to bend and I've bent so far that I've snapped in half. Because love isn't about becoming identical twins. It's about learning how to dance in sync even when you've got different rhythms. Here are the dangers of early overcompromise. Let's start with the honeymoon delusion. When you're so high on chemistry, you agreed to almost anything. You start saying yes to things like, oh, he hates affection? That's fine. I'll just spiritually hug him from afar. Or she doesn't believe in foreplay? Maybe I can meditate it away. No, love. That's not compromise. That's spiritual self-gaslighting. When you start a relationship by silencing what matters most, your needs, your boundaries, your body's truth, you're not building intimacy. You're building self-resentment on layaway. Because love rooted in self-abandonment always sends you the bill later. Real love requires wholeness. And wholeness can't exist where you're constantly negotiating against yourself. You feel? Now don't swing to the other extreme. Some people wear I don't compromise like a badge of honor, not realizing it's just fear wearing lipstick. Healthy compromise is sacred alchemy. It's not about losing yourself. It's about discovering how your truth and their truth can breathe in the same room. Ask yourself, is this request asking me to stretch or shrink? Can I meet them halfway without betraying myself? Let's say your partner needs more alone time than you. Instead of spiraling, practice self-regulation. Instead of making solitude mean rejection, ask, can I use this space to nurture parts of me that also crave my attention, my creativity, my friendships, my sensual self? That's the kind of compromise that deepens love rather than depletes it. Now, let's talk about bedroom compromise because, oh yes, it's part of this conversation too. Sex is where your boundaries, desires, and insecurities all come out to play, sometimes naked and uninvited. Compromise here doesn't mean faking orgasms or saying yes when your body screams no. That's not sexy. That's spiritual betrayal. It does, however, mean creating space for curiosity. Maybe your partner's into something you've never tried. Don't dismiss it immediately. Ask yourself, am I resisting this because it's a no for my soul or just fear of being seen in a new way? True erotic compromise is about exploration, not obligation. You're allowed to expand your edges, but never at the expense of your authenticity. Because when both lovers feel safe to express, explore, and sometimes even laugh at the awkwardness, compromise becomes foreplay. And baby, foreplay built on trust, that's when sex becomes soul food.
Meow.
Okay, are you ready for this one? Here's a truth bomb wrapped in velvet. Your partner is not your emotional Amazon Prime. They can't be your best friend, therapist, hiking buddy, and tantric twin flame all in one delivery. If they don't share your love for pottery or ecstatic dance, go find friends that do. Don't punish your relationship because your partner doesn't want to make time for macrame Partnership thrives when it's supported by community. Expecting one person to meet every need turns passion into pressure, and nothing kills chemistry faster than obligation. Let's decode what compromise actually looks like in real life. Red flags. You constantly silence yourself for peace. You feel smaller or drained after arguments. You compromise your values or your body autonomy. They shame or guilt you for expressing your needs. That's not love, that's emotional tax fraud. Beige flags. You're learning to navigate differences, like one loves deep talks while the other loves memes. There's tension, but it leads to understanding, not distance. Neutral, manageable, often funny, if you let it be. Green flags. You can say no without fear of punishment. You both listen to understand, not just to defend. You stretch each other gently, not violently. Both of you want to grow, not to win. Green flag compromise feels like evolution, not erosion. So take a breath, because here is where it gets deep. The way you navigate compromise now becomes the emotional architecture of your shared future. Your ethics, values, and boundaries are not personal quirks, they're relational DNA. If you normalize betrayal for love, you'll teach your future children to do the same. If you normalize respect, curiosity, and honesty, you'll raise kids who believe love is a living practice, not a power play. So compromise consciously, because it's not just shaping your relationships, it's shaping your lineage. Compromise isn't about losing your fire. It's learning how to share the flame without burning out. So here's your journal prompt. Where have I mistaken self-abandonment for love? And how can I begin compromising from curiosity instead of fear? If this spoke to your soul or made your body hum with recognition, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this with someone who gives too much too soon, or not at all. Because love isn't about winning or losing. It's about learning how to melt and stay solid at the same time. Stay wild, stay wise, and stay beautifully uncompromised. Sincerely, and with love, Guru Amorah.